A third wild animal encounter in Yellowstone National Park this week. The latest attack, bison versus park visitor.
It appears another case of too many tourists getting too up close and personal with Yellowstone's iconic wildlife.
This is the third attack and third warning out of Yellowstone Park since Sunday, and the fourth wildlife injury in just over a month.
A 59-year-old California woman gored by a bull bison early Wednesday morning. It happened near the fountain paint pots in the lower Geyser Basin. Yellowstone Park officials say a crowd of people walking along a boardwalk near the fountain paint pots approached within 10 yards of the bison. At one point, the visitors came within 15 feet of the animal. Then when the bison crossed the boardwalk, it became agitated, charged the crowd, goring the woman in her hip.
The bison immediately left the area. The woman was transported to the Big Sky Medical Center in good condition. Now, this is the second incident of a bison injuring a park visitor this year. There was also one incident in 2017 and 5 in 2015.
If you recall, earlier this week in separate incidents, 2 women were attacked by a cow elk that apparently was protecting its newborn calf. It happened, those attacks, behind the Mammoth Hot Springs Hotel.
Well, anyone who's lived in Montana for any length of time is aware you do not need to be in a national park to have an encounter with wildlife.
Yeah, it could happen on the golf course, maybe in your favorite neighborhood trail, or even in your backyard. Bob Gibson with Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks says the key is to respect the animal's space.
There's no place in Montana that you would be surprised to run into wildlife. And the key there is, they call it wildlife for a reason. And the key there is to give wildlife some room. And wildlife doesn't always attack somebody because they're trying to protect young. Sometimes they're cornered. Sometimes they're protecting themselves. Sometimes they're trying to escape themselves.
And Gibson says if you happen to find young wildlife on the ground, do not pick them up or even go near them because mom is likely nearby. Rarely, if ever, are young offspring abandoned.
Onto the weather scene. It's